So we're going to put, you see the binding on the one side, and then if you turn it over, so you've got wrong sides together, okay? You got the floor on one side, the binded side on the other. And we're going to go ahead and turn that binding over onto the floor. Just like that. And what we're going to do is, now you see you have the white here. So in my bobbin thread I have white that matches this. So you want a color that's going to match what your interior piece is. This is an interior piece, this is the exterior. I have green in my thread to match the binding. And what we're going to do is we're going to just fold this over. We're going to be making mitered corners when we come around to there. We have our walking foot on, and then we're also going to, I'm going to bump the thread up just a little. I'm going to bump it up to about 3. Just under 3. The next thing we're going to do too is we're going to move our needle. We want our needle over so that it will catch on the edge, the inside edge here. And you're going to see a thread come right on this white here. So you want to try to get like right along this edge, but it doesn't always work that way. It's going to probably be over about 1/4 of an inch. That's why you want your white, so you're not really going to notice it. Do not try to do this without a walking foot, because you can't do it. It's too many layers. Because we have 2 layers going on right now. And I don't want to start, here's my seam. My seam is right here. I'm going to turn it over. I'm going to start on this other edge. I'm going to start right in the middle. And the first thing I got to do is move my needle over that way. And let's see if I can get you up here where you can see my sewing. Okay, needle down. I want to see where this is going to fall as far as my so I can see a little bit of fabric through my foot here. Needle down and just kind of make sure they're even, and we're going to go ahead and start sewing. And you want to lock the stitch and then go ahead and sew. And when you get down kind of to your corner here, just miter your corner. Sometimes I like to just walk it through that corner, that mitered corner. Lift up your foot and turn, pulling this tight. Drop it down. For me, as long as I can see a little bit of thread in my presser foot here, I know I'm good. And go ahead and backstitch to lock it in. There's our first piece. Let me back out. Oops. Back out. Here's our first piece. Trim any threads that you see. Nice binding. There we go. There's that piece. So now we're to our house piece here. So I've got the wrong sides together, and I've got one of my binding pieces here, and I'm going to go ahead and start turning this over onto this one. Just like that. Line them up inside there as best you can, and what you're going to do, like at this top here, you'll just fold that over. Again, just sewing like that. Your white is going to be on the bottom, so continue to have white thread in your bobbin, and I'm using a green for the top. When you get to your sides here, again, what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of manipulate it so that it looks so it's a miter. You can kind of see that there, and you'll come along and you'll kind of come through there. So let's go ahead and we'll sew. I'll start on this edge right here. Just line everything up real well, and then when we fold it over, take it to the machine here. Mush it under the best we can. Once we're locked into place there, it kind of helps to have that miter go in the direction of, let me zoom in a little bit more for you here, kind of going in that direction. Let me do another little adjustment here. So I'm sewing up this way, so I'm going to have the miter going this direction down. So I'm going to fold it up just like that. I'm going to just hold this while I start. I'm going to lock my thread and go ahead and sew. Coming up to our corner, I'm going to just go ahead and walk it. And I'm holding down the next turn I have to do, and I can kind of feel, I went through a lot of layers there, so I know I can probably turn this. And I'm going to go ahead and lock up my miter up here too, trying to get that corner of the miter so it's pretty flush with the down portion of it. And a little back stitch here. Let's trim our threads. Back out a little bit so you can see. There's the inside, and there's the outside. So see how they just nice mitered corners. right here, all the way around. Alright, so now you know how to do the rest of it. Alright, and when we get all the binding sewn on to our inside pieces, then we'll start putting it together.